Welcome back to Firearms, Fuel, and Fabrication. In this episode, gonna go through installing the FosTech Echo into my loader. And it's not a terrible process. I'm gonna start with your trigger pack here. And what you're going to see on the trigger pack here is this lever right here. Just push down on your hammer a little bit, pull that back, and let up easy on your hammer. Through this whole process, you just got to be very careful you don't hit this trigger. So if you hit the trigger, these springs are going to come out, stuff's going to go flying. Okay. In the back you see this hole here. Take this spring, put it in that hole so it stays in there. On this part there's another hole, and focus ain't locked on that. Focuses, there it is. Okay. Best thing I've found is put your spring in between your two holes. Push this lever down. Put this dimple behind that arm. You're gonna see a lip right here, and it goes on that shelf. You'll probably do that a couple of times. Slip off of that piece. Once you got it on that shelf, hold it on that shelf and pinch it like this. So now you're going to take your lower, keep it pinched, drop it in place, slide it down in. Put your trigger pins through. And I'll tell you, the springs they have holding these trigger pins they're pretty good. You gotta give them a pretty decent push to get them through. Okay, now that those are locked in, that's the main trigger in place. Then you got your safety lever. It's going to be kind of hard to show you this, but there's a flat on there. Start with that flat up. You're just going to put it through the hole. You'll see the hole where it goes through on this guy right here. Once it's in, you're going to rock it kind of back and forth like this and let it step in. Once it goes in, it sticks out. No, maybe a 1/16 of an inch. Doesn't go entirely flush. And you're going to take your bushing right here, and you'll see a flat on it that mates to the flat on the safety lever. Drop your bushing in. Then you're just going to come in with the other half of the safety lever, put it in, start this screw by finger. That way you know you don't cross thread it. Run it down. There's no torque spec on the screw, so let's make it a little bit snug. Small screw though, don't break it off. And there it is. Now would be a good time to check for function. All you're going to do is push your plunger on the back here. Push it and hold it in. I'm going to stick my finger in the way so I don't slam my receiver. Check safety. Good. Fire. Good. Holding the trigger. Lock back while I'm holding that in. Let off. It locks. Good. Back to echo mode. Gonna continue holding this in. Push. Fire. Let off. Alright. Function check is good. I'll put a little bit of quadruple zero grease on the tip of my plunger here. And then just put your grip back on like you normally would. Alright. D10 feels good. Everything's back in place. And that's pretty much it. This is 9mm. I modified the bolt. Now to close your gun up. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it right now, actually I'm going to show you this now. For a lot of you guys that are running these JP Enterprises springs, the 9mm is incredibly tight to get in there. Put your gun in fire mode, push that and hold the trigger, so hold this plunger forward. You can see that's really tight. You can get these in and out, but it's a real tight process to get past with this back here in these JP springs. They will come in and out. I like to have a tool like this handy just to push it and hold it all the way forward. But it's really tight getting them in and out now. So if you're changing your buffers out a lot, like I do, it's going to be a process. So, just so you guys know, and I'm actually having a hard time getting mine out. But if you got the JP buffers and you're like me where you change from 9mm to 300 blackout 5.56, it's a real pain in the ass to change it. It can be done, but it's a pain. Drop your lower on. And to close up your lower, push this forward, push your hammer down, squeeze the trigger and hold. That way this can clear the cutout in the back of your bolt carrier. Lock it in, and it's in. So while it's in here, the trigger pull, fire, hold the trigger, release, no fire, fire. Echo mode, pull the trigger, we got a trigger. Full function. So hopefully this video helps you. That was installing the FosTech Echo. You guys have a good day.